Hey guys, sorry we're a little late, but you know how technology works. Want to make sure our sound is coming through, so let us know. I'm going to hand it over to LiAhRa for a moment while I pull up the chat so I can see it on the homepage, and we're off to the races, guys. LiAhRa?
Hi, are we live yet?
Yes, we are live.
I've not got chat up, so you'll have to let me know what's going on in chat. I can't see chat people. I can't focus on me and what's going on and the energies and chat. So
Okay.
yeah, I had to reboot. Obviously, with the new energies, I'm already in the Lionsgate. I'm in England. It's already 8:08, and it is now 15 minutes past midnight, and I couldn't get my camera working at all. It was absolutely awful. It was saying it wasn't working, even though I checked it. Rebooted my camera, rebooted the new energies. So I'm in the new energies, and you're getting them via this live feed ahead of your 8:08 gate opening. We have to
Nice.
sort of align all these energies between us all around the world. So goosebumps.
And we can feel it. You know, I mean, it's there's been a very intense energy that we've all been feeling in all different directions. It's amazing. Before we get into the good stuff, can you explain just a little bit to? I know a lot of people here probably already know all about this, but the grid work and Sup's in there. Sup, you let me know if our sound is coming through good. If we need to turn up anything, turn her up or turn me up. Let us know if there's a sound issue.
You're going to have to ask me questions on the grid work because I can't give away everything because obviously there's other people going to be watching. What do you want to know about grid work?
Just basically, you know,
personal grid work, house grid work, planetary grid work, universal grid work.
No,
I'll start
small.
with your bedroom. Okay, if you've got crystals, it's a good place tonight to get them in a crystal bowl or a glass bowl of water, put them outside to charge in the new energies as they come in for 24 hours outside in your garden where they're going to get all the new energies on the sun. With them, you put your intent in them because then you just clean them and you program them with the new 5D energies. You can set them in the four corners of your bed to start with, four corners of your room to start with, and then you start each night sort of go right to the four corners of your house, to the four corners of your property. That's your grid, your personal grid with the new 5D energies. And then obviously as it gets more and more, you can go to the outskirts of your town and put some crystals, and that's your grid, and you start looking after your grid. But start with your bed. I mean, Ryan does brilliant bed sets if you want to go really super duper and get straight onto ship tonight. He's at ethrittech.com. So I'm giving Ryan and Alexander a little plug there.
Cowboy has a question. He wants to know, what is Lionsgate?
Lionsgate is just the name. It's the energies of Sirius sun and our sun. They're aligned, and the Sirius is hosting our ascension with Andromeda. So the energies come from Andromeda to Sirius through to our sun, through to our planet. It happens on, and the gate is just the 8/8 to two infinity signs sort of to show us a time. I mean, time isn't relative anyway, but it's just a point in time where these two suns line up and brings in the new energy because we've been hosted by Andromeda via Sirius. I hope that helps.
Does that answer your question, Cowboy?
Yeah, Cowboy.
Let me say hello to some of the people in the chat, and I'm sure some of these names are going to be familiar. We got Bob, we got Scott, Light Warrior Craig, Aaron Klein, Melinda Grill, Lynn, was it Perlman Healing? Sup guys, Captain Lee, Meditation Man, Simba. Hello, everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Just speak up, and we'll make sure that we say hello to everybody. So basically, and we're looking at. She's at midnight. See, she's ahead of us because she's in England. So actually, there's three eights involved. And you guys know how I love number synchronicities. So it's 8, 8 of 18. So it's like, I love all those. There's three eights in there, and numbers, numbers, numbers. So, and we're, trying to put out the information on and see, since this planetary alignment happened with all of the planets being on the right side of the sun since July 19th, there has been an uptick that we're feeling things more intensely. Things are being revisited from different, angles, different perspectives, things that you may have thought that you have gone through and cleared away. We could be revisiting again just to make sure that it's completely cleared away, because it's like a cycle, as we're going up the stairway of clearing things out. And as you guys know, I bring on people from all different cultures, all different walks of life. My mind is open to all their perspectives, because I believe that we are all on a narrow path that, fits just the one, but we're all heading to the same destination. So I try to drop the labels, and allow people just to speak their truth and their testimony. And then we see the synchronicities in the things that are going on within each and every one of us. So she has, for this specific moment, for this time, pulled some cards that it is prevalent to what we're doing right now. And we're going to get into more of we got some exciting stuff, guys, to share with you guys. But we just wanted to get some basic things about LiAhRa out there, because she's only been on once, and it was the first time she spoke in 2 years, and here she is speaking again. So if she looks a little camera shy, is sheepish, is because she's been pretty much out of the limelight and out working the grid, which would be the planet, the how we call them tectonic plates, and different, some people call this place a matrix or a simulation. She goes out and actually holds space and grids and does different types of energy work all over the world. So, LiAhRa, you want to get into what you have for the group for today?
Yeah, I've got to put my glasses on. Everyone's got to see me.
Hello,
I
Coffee.
only can see in
Mrs. MA.
3D. Okay, while I was watching Shane on Unbiased on the Fence and Michelle, the Imagination, is it the Imagination Warrior, her new name?
Yes,
I
the
was
Imagination Warrior.
right near the end. I was drawn to pull 3 cards these are from the White Brotherhood of 9 that Magenta Pixie uses, and a nice one for her. So I was called to pull 3 to what the Lion's Gate is, as light workers, what our new mission statement is, and a message for all of us, basically. So the first card that came out, they're all blank, apart from Michelle. So show you, you could screen grab these later. Okay, this is number 5. We're going into the 5th dimension. Well, I'm already pulling in those energies now. So that's the energies that are coming in. And it's our mission statement, our new statement to be a light worker. It says, the world is full of people with good intention but no action. The intent is not sufficient if not followed through. It's calling us to action. Okay, the next card that came up was our mission statement as light workers, and it's number 25. I'll put it up so you can screenshot later. It's quite a long one, so sorry. And these are courtesy of Shirley Batty, and she was the lady who trained Magenta Pixie. And there's only a few packs of these in the world, so I got gifted. Okay, so number 25, which is a 7, which is the next. They're the ones who are hosting the 5th dimension. Right, Jesus, Buddha, they're all on the 7th dimension hosting our ascension. So this is from them for us. When you feel another's pain, try to relieve it. When you feel another's despair, try to give hope. When you see the anguish on another's face, try to comfort. When there is confusion, bring clarity. We could go on. You do not have to look very far to see how you can be of help in this world. Many of you say, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be a healer, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a clairvoyant. We say, look around. There is much that you can do to alleviate the suffering of the mind, body, and spirit to those who do not know how to help themselves. When you can do this, you will find that your spiritual progress has advanced as a result, and you are closer to the ideal than you ever thought possible. When you couple your service with development of your psychic senses, that you may say, I am a medium for good. Source bless you all. Okay. And the last card that I pulled out, and as I'm getting all my hairs on my arms have just gone up, was number 33, which everybody knows if they follow Nathan is Sam's number. So I'm tying everybody in here. I've got a message for everybody.
And that'll tie into what we're going to be doing later, because it's 3 and 30 and 30 days and 333. I mean, everything's been 333s for me all day today. So
it has for me as well. So number 33 is the master number. So this is for everybody in every group. We're bringing the earth angels, the galactics, the light warriors, the light workers, the religious believers, everybody into one group of community, because we're all different paths, same goal. Okay, this is what it says. If all the wisdom in the world were to be concentrated into a drop of water, one would only need drink of that drop of water to contain within it all that is ever needed for fulfillment. And so it is. Yet you are contained within that drop. And how can you drink of yourself? The answer is clear. You are already part of and contained within all the wisdom that has ever been, ever will be. Allow yourself to be absorbed and you will know everything, or all. So I'll let you screen grab that. So that is our mission statements for all the light workers, the angels, and that has come from the 5th dimension, the 7th dimension, and Sam's dimension.
Wow.
3 lovely, beautiful messages for everybody.
Wow. Not too much, Kate, right? Since we kind of got a little bit of a late start, so we're just now getting the ball rolling. Technical issues, and she's it's after midnight there, so she's already in the 8/8/18 where we're heading to tonight, which is obviously a clearing of a lot of the negative, and we'll be walking into would you say 5th dimension? So more of a clearing, purifying, lighter energy. But as we've noticed, I've noticed, it seems that it's gotten a little, heavier at times, but we're able to clear it out. But then again, I had a lot going on last week that, of course, made it a little more heavier with, my mom being in the hospital and all of that stuff, things going on. So yeah, that's pretty amazing, and all of the 3s, and we're going to get into that part of it here pretty quick whenever LiAhRa is ready, because we both have different ideas and different plans for what we're doing, but this is what we're calling our hard launch. We're actually going to, we're going to put it out there for anybody that is interested to come on board with us. But we have different things that we'll be doing with each of our platforms. And that will vary, where I'm going to stay more public like I am now. And we'll be doing stuff. I guess hold on. Let's just make this easy, because I made one of these too. I've told you I've been really, really busy, LiAhRa, trying to get things straightened out. There we go. I'm in the way of your space. There. Can you guys see it? Can you see it, LiAhRa?
I can't see my name at the end. Just shift your chair to the.
It's in the show more notes.
Yeah, it's LiAhRa on the end.
Yes, and I can always flake myself out, and so you guys can see it while we're talking. And I'll do that, because this doesn't really need to be up for that long. I'll just move my camera out of the way for a few moments, and while we talk about this, and we're doing our Hard launch. And let's see. There we go. Bing, I'm gone. Um, what we're going to do here is what we're trying to do is a grassroots movement. And with everything, everything costs money. Everything that we do costs money. Now, I wanted to do it myself and be in service to others, but I'm on a limited budget. But everybody knows that. And I'm trying really, really hard. So I actually am very, very grateful. Somebody stepped up and actually made a contribution into my PayPal account, and I thought I was going to cry. The one thing that I have been dealing with myself is it is so easy to be a giver. For me, it is. I'm very good at the in service to others. I'll give you the shirt off my back. But sometimes we forget that to allow other people that same feeling. It's a good feeling to do nice things for other people. And we need to be in balance and also be a grateful receiver. So what we have set up here is we both have set up Patreon accounts. They are different than PayPal. And when you go to the Patreon accounts, you can do a sponsor amount. And they vary. There's different tiers there. And this is what we're gonna do. Then I'll tell you about mine, and I'll let her tell you about what she's gonna do on hers. And we're gonna do some things together on there. And then we're gonna tell you guys what we're going to do for you guys for some lucky people that participate that are going to get some kind of a gift or surprise from us. We'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself. LiAhRa, you got to stop me. I'm getting too excited because I love giving. I'm not a very good receiver. And now when I start talking about the giving back to somebody, I get like really geared up.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love giving, but I'm not good at receiving. I always seem to get what I need. If I'm on a mission, the money will turn up straight away. It's like the universe puts it there for me. I'm on a mission, so I'm not too worried. I live comfortably. Like I said, I'm not rich, I'm not poor, I'm just comfortable. I have enough to eat. But my Patreon, I'm going to set my Patreon up because I've been out of the public limelight because of the work I do. I don't like to be in the public eye. Obviously, two of my other channels I've been locked out of them and my videos taken down, so I stay out. It's better people really don't know my face too much while I'm doing the work that I'm doing. But now we've just come through the Lion's Gate, I'm allowed to do a bit more. But I'm happy to go onto other people's channels and talk and be interviewed. And my Patreon is basically for a more in-depth, more advanced people who are really serious about the light work, want to learn. If they're serious about that, they'll come on Patreon, because I don't like charging for sessions. There is an option on my Patreon to do a one-off payment to have a session with me, but that is donation only. But it goes from $5 upwards, and you will be able to come on calls with me via that and private chats and I'll train you that way rather than do it, because I'm not training up people who aren't ready, and I'm not training up for the bots, and I'm not training the people that are trolls. I would rather do this on a private way, and that's how I'm going to do my Patreon. And the funding that I do get, I was able to help Joe and donate some money to his cause with Nathan and the Earth Angels. I wouldn't have been able to do that without the patrons I've got already, and I'm hoping to get to Sedona next year to go to their conference. So that's it, really. That's my statement.
Okay, and on mine it starts at $5. There's different tiers and stuff on there. It's completely voluntary, but what I've seen is it'll kind of help weed out the trolls. Also, I set in there what the funding will be going for. I'm trying to make the call-in show on Saturday free for people worldwide. And from what I understand, I need a kind of microphone. It's called a Yeti microphone. There's also some other projects that I'm doing. And when I got that contribution from that one person, it actually afforded for me to keep continuing with the software package that I have to make a monthly payment on to make things better for you guys. So when I thought I was going to have to cut back, that gift came in and warmed my heart. You also have more one-on-one contact there. Once you become a member on the Patreon, it's different than PayPal. Not everybody can open up a Patreon account. You have to be verified. You have to show that you are actually doing some work. It's not the same thing as PayPal. But the people who do become in the grassroots movement then have access to the Patreon page, posting, responding. Um, LiAhRa and I will be coming on together once a month for all of her Patreons and my Patreons. So they'll get that, possibly another person. And I am working on, like I said, trying to get the call in for free for anybody around the world. And if we're on, even when on these shows, if I have another person on with me with that different microphone, I will be able to take calls from around the world, and both people that are on like a panel or something will be able to hear the conversation, and it will benefit them by not, they won't talk over the person calling in on the phone because they'll be able to hear them and then respond. So, those are some of the things. And these are the links to those pages. And it is completely voluntary. Everything's voluntary. What it is it's a monthly sponsorship. And what I found is that I donate to certain channels that, to help keep the lights on. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more than what I thought. But through Patreon, I could set a budget. And so if I forgot, if I donated to him last week or the week before, if I just set up it as a Patreon, it's just once a month, and then I don't make oopsies and then overspend my budget. But yeah. Also, you're able to quit at any time or contact us, and we can release you at any time. It is not one of those things that where you make a commitment, you stop, or you're stuck. You're not stuck. We can get you out, or you can get out at any time. That's where the 3 and the 30 and the 30 comes in. Okay, here's what we're doing today. And I think you guys have seen enough of the Patreon billboard, right? Can I come back? You guys ready for me to come back? Let's see. I can bring that up here in a little bit. Let me move this up. Bing! There I am. Hello. Okay. On the 3 and the 30 and the 30. Okay. The 3 are going to be one person selected from hers, one person selected from mine, and a third person will have to have come through the events that we posted and sponsored through, and then they will be selected because they came through the invitation that we put up through the event and sponsored through. So that actually puts you kind of higher up for that one. That one will be completely separate. And the 30 comes in because, well, we're doing 3 people, 3 days. So you have 72 hours from today, 72 hours to go ahead and go on to Patreon, check it out, get a feel for it, decide if you want to do it. And each of us have to get 30 within the 3 days, and then 30 days later, because Patreon is a monthly thing, we will be doing a live show on Patreon for the Patreons and announcing the people who got something, a little thank you from us to them. And we'll come up with a variety of things that it can be chosen from. LiAhRa may offer a free reading. I may offer, a one-on-one session with me, or gift card, or there's a variety of things, but it's all about setting goals and meeting those goals. And I have really good confidence that that it's going to happen. And as for the person that comes through the event, even though they're the third person, they will be receiving from both of us. Whatever it is that we give to the one and the one, they will receive it from her and me, whatever I gift to my person, and she gifts. So they'll actually get a double whammy. So yeah, that's the part I get all excited about giving back. But all the goals and everything are there. There's going to be monthly meetings for show ideas. What it kind of does is filters out the trolls, so to speak. You know, the people that want to come in and you know, kind of disrupt things and everything. And they're not going to sponsor you even $5 a month. They're just not going to do it. And like I said, I'm still going to stay mainly public, um, doing my YouTube channel, but I will be active in there also, and doing things with Patreons because it's a grassroots movement and we're all in this together. Okay, enough about that. What do you have to add?
Oh, you asking me? Sorry, I thought you were asking in the chat. I'd like to hear what the chat think.
Um,
Misty
but you're in
World,
there.
anybody?
You're in there. I see you in there
No,
typing.
I've come out because it was delayed, so I was seeing it a couple of seconds afterwards or minutes
Yes.
afterwards. Anybody got any comments about what they think? I know that Misty World's got, she makes some beautiful, beautiful things. I want her to get on Patreon and start making things. And I think Alexandra Mazzone's got Shark Tank as well.com. Hold on, I'll just show you. Can you see me? I don't know if you can see my things that are dangling up at my window here. It's like twisted DNA with crystals. Can you see this? Misty World made these for me. Absolutely beautiful. And they make rainbows in your room as the light shines on it, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I want anybody who's got content, you make something, you make art, you make jewelry, you've got ideas and you can't make it, you know, you can get somebody else and collaborate. Kismet cards,
Charge
Paula,
crystals.
you know, get on Patreon, we can build each other up. I'm subscribed to Michelle, she's subscribed to me, you know, and we build each other up and we share, you know, I can help people, she can help people, and the more Patreons we get as our community, and somebody's got a project and they've not got the money, we can fund you, we can, you know, we can support you with our money. So this is the new world. It's not about me. Yeah, I've got stuff to sell, I've got art, but I'd rather support other people. You know, that's what it's about sharing.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be
Okay.
able to see that on the Patreon page. If you see that the channel is supporting another channel, you'll see that. You're not going to be left in the dark on this kind of thing. So so you'll be able to see those kind of things. It's just it opened a world that I've been so taboo on all this. I've been like, oh man, no myself, and I have to rethink that, and I have to be a little more understanding, and I want it to grow. You know, I want it to be grassroots, and I want it to be more about you guys, and I want to get to know everybody, and it also helps with that. So I'm a work in progress, and we're there to help each other always. We always listen. We share what we know, we listen so we can grow. And if there's anything one-on-ones and things like that, that doesn't go out into the public domain. That stays in Patreon. So it's a little more personal in there rather than everything being out in so public. So there could be people stuck in certain situations or certain areas that it could just be a simple clearing is all they need. And that can be done very, very easily via a conversation but realize nobody can do the work for you. People can help you, but you've got to pick up that mantle and move on with it. So, yeah. Yes, it does, Simba. You're spot on. Receiving takes me out of my comfort zone, and you probably are able to see that in when I'm talking about giving stuff away. Yeah, I was like, yeah, and I really think I love oils. I love synchronicities. I love doing energy work. I've been blessed with many gifts, and I don't really share them on here, but I may share a little bit more with some people that I feel more family oriented with, their closer bond, maybe, because they've got some skin in the game. So they got some skin in the game. They're more apt to open up to me, and I'm more, going to open up to them. And you guys know what my channel is about: leadership. I want everybody to take their position as the leader that we all are. Sometimes we just need each other to help each other up. And then, I can dream of a place where we don't need money. I dream of that place. But right now, that's what we use. We still need it to pay our bills. And until we get to that place and everybody wakes up and becomes self-aware, we got to do what we got to do. So now,
thank you, Kate. I got a Patreon. Love you, Kate. And as a special offer, I shall give you a one-to-one before I go away. Email me.
You did. How do you know that you got one? I don't know if I got one.
I've got my computer set up so they pop up for my messages.
Oh, hold
Kate,
on.
message me from my group and we can have a chat as a special, as the first one tonight. If I get 2 more, I'll give you 3 sessions as well, and a piece of one of my art.
You got to get the 30. Now you can do what you do with your, but we got to get 30 and 30 so you can do the prizes.
Okay.
But
I've got some prizes.
Great.
I've got some prizes. So hold on, let me find it if I've got any left. I got my art, and if you've all seen my Galactic Connection, I have.
You guys sparked her up.
Can you see me? Can you see me? I've got 4 cards left, and it's my art, and I'll sign them. That's my own personal artwork that I did. I channeled my higher self. And on the back, and I will sign them. I'm not making any more of these, and there's 4 left. I only made 25. So for the next 4 Patreons, so 2 for Michelle and 2 for me. There you go. You get these free and signed. They might be worth something one day, or you can flog them on eBay. I don't care. But if you sign up to us, we'll get your message, and I'll send these to you as a thank you. Well, it's an incentive, isn't it?
Yes, there is an area to put your address and everything in there, but it's not mandatory. You don't have to put your address in there.
I think I found another one in the box there. Right in the bottom of the box, we've got 5. I thought 4 was the wrong number.
Nice.
5.
Great.
So 3 for you, and I've got 1. So are they interested in these, or should I just put them away? They're blank.
Well, we still want to do the 30, the big prizes. Those are still going to be announced and all that stuff.
Can I say a competition that I've got running as well as an incentive? Once I've reached my target of 300 Patreons, my brother has his own business. He prints T-shirts, but he does Converses, and I know Ryan and Alexandra would go mental. You can have anything you like on your Converses. So if you want to design your own artwork, a mandala or star language, and have them on the Converses, my brother's donated a pair to me of the design of your choice, and they're worth about £150 in English money, so that's about $200, and he's donated them to me, and I will draw them as soon as I've reached 300. I shall randomly pick out in the hat, and then I will email you, and you give me your design and your size, and we will ship them out to you and print them. I'll show you my pair. So I don't know if you can see my painting of my higher self here. Can you see this? These are mine. They're a bit dirty now. I don't know if you can see. I walk with my higher self on the soles of my feet when I'm doing my grid work. So they're my pair. And they're actually proper Converses. You can have chucks or high tops. So a £200 worth of donation from my brother. So there you go. That's a plug for my brother. And he's shoes2kill.com or .co.uk. So, and he's donated them. He's my sponsor. And I live in his house because I'm homeless. But there you go. Put your fag out, Michelle.
No, I was just listening to you. I mean, you lit up. I mean, go for it, girl.
I've just got some.
Because her only avenue is going to be through Patreon. I'm not going to cut off the public avenue. I want to stay in the public arena, because there's a lot of people, that we need to bring along. So
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
be in the public arena, but I'm not bothered about getting views on my channel because I'm shadow banned anyway. I mean, if you look at my video from Galactic Connection 2 years
did you see
ago, it's
that?
got nearly 35,000 views on it, and it's linked to my channel, and 7,000 on the other. But I'm shadow banned, so my view count is down, and I know it doesn't make sense. So I know I'm shadow banned. So I'm not after people coming to my channel, but I'm after people coming to your channel, Michelle, and other people's channel, like I've been doing, pushing the right people forward and supporting other light workers in their mission. That's my job. It's not to be put in my face out there, but I'm happy to help other people do it. If you, that's what I
But
that's me.
did you not, because you were talking, do you remember what happened when I was on with Michelle yesterday? It did it just again on my computer.
Yeah,
The
I just
the
saw that.
the,
Yeah.
psh, psh, the flicker. I don't think the people saw it because you were talking and it was on you, but it was the it screamed like goes white flickers.
That's that. I've got that. That's upstairs tuning in. When the ships tune in, they tune in. So you've just been tuned into the energy. So I've just got another Patreon. So
That happened yesterday though too with
okay,
Michelle. Remember when you were in the chat and you
Linda
saw it?
Grill, you're number 2. I said I'd give 3 sessions. So message me in the Facebook group, and I'll remember. I'm going away on Thursday, and I'll be back in September. But I'll try and fit you in while I'm away. I'll take my computer with me. I'm
Did
good in
you
Glastonbury.
remember to find out how many you had before we started to get the 30?
I had 7.
Okay, I had 4. Okay, okay.
So it
Yeah,
showed me
I
was
got one
wrong.
too. Thank you guys. You guys are sweet. I'm afraid to go look because I'm afraid I'll get embarrassed.
So if you're content creators as well, or you've got ideas, it's brilliant if you get on Patreon and do that. Or if you don't want to do that, if you go to Shark Tank, I think Ryan and Alexander Mazzone on Team Light, I've got the links for that. They're doing jewelry and all sorts of things. They're setting up their own platform as well, and we're going to link with each other. It's a big community, and I will only support people I know are 100% genuine light workers and not the ones that pretend to be. So, we're supporting you and pushing people forward and plugging their links. It's because we know that they are 100% the real deal, especially
Authentic.
in this age of false prophets and false gurus. And, if anybody, I put a post on my page about stuff that's been going down, but if anybody wants to have a one-on-one and are going through getting away from people, our job is to give you your own courage and your own strength and build you up. So just message me with that. My email for that is LiAhRa@outlook.com, but only if you, not for interpretations of dreams, that other people can do that. But if you seriously need some protection and some help, I can help you with that.
Nice. And see, and this is the kind of connections that we'll have through Patreon. It's a little more personal and it's a little more one-on-one. And it's just nice. I'll put the links back up so you guys can see them because I
Yeah.
see more people are entering, and so then you can understand. And you just seem to just completely light up. And you said that there was 6 that something that you just had that you will be distributing out. What was it? 3 to the first 3 on mine and 2 onto yours.
I've got 5.
Okay.
I've got 5, so I'll give 3 to you and 2 to my 2, and I'll give them 2 sessions. So I think Kate and Mindy, is it Mindy? Sorry, I'm using the names. You get the cards and I'll give you a session. So when I talk to you, I'll get your address off you. And I'll do that before I go away on Thursday. So maybe tomorrow sometime we'll do that. I'll set you up. And I will get the addresses off Michelle as well for her 3, just as a little thank you for tonight.
And what happens if it's like the same people? What I mean, are you want
Well,
are we gonna do 2 to the same person, or how does we'll have to ask the
well,
person and see how they feel
ask
about
the
it?
person if they want to give it to, maybe give it to their prize to someone else.
Right.
They can have
It could
2
be
if they've
gifted to
subscribed
somebody
to both of
else.
us. Yeah,
Yeah, that
so it's
sounds
up to them. They can have 2. That's fine.
And I saw who mine was. Kate. Thank you, sweetheart.
So she gets 2 cards, and
Yeah,
she can
that's why I was
donate to do
asking.
whatever she wants with them.
She can have the opportunity to gift it to somebody else. Or you want to show it? She said she missed that part.
Yeah, I've put them away. Hold
Excuse
on.
me.
Yeah, so if I, because I'm away, and if I can't do a session, sorry, I don't know. Wait, I was shouting last night. If I can't do a session, I can recommend people that I know can do sessions. If I know what you need it for, I can recommend the right light worker to help you.
Okay.
Can you see the card?
Excuse me, Mandro Grill came through the event. We'll see that because of we're both
Yeah.
administrators in the event, and we'll see that sponsor come through and
Yeah, Michelle,
that,
can you put your thing down so they can see the card again?
just talk.
Oh, just talk. Okay. So there you go. That's channeled. That's my 9th dimensional self. And I channeled her. And on the back, it's got I designed that as well. And they're unique. I only had 5 printed, 25 printed, and I've only got 5 left. A lot of my friends have got these, my light worker friends. So there you go. Are you still there, Michelle? Michelle's gone off. I don't know what she's doing. She's left me on my own. So, Michelle, if you can hear me, anybody in chat got any questions? Are you all feeling the sickness? It should have eased off. It eased off for me yesterday. And obviously, doing my grid work, I've had that 8 hours sleep, if less than that, for a week because I have to stay awake when people are asleep. But if anyone's got any questions about anything at all that just pops into your head, ask in the chat. And I don't know where Michelle's gone.
I left you, man. I was typing. I was typing in the chat about the 3 because it's remember it's 30 new per each side in the next 72 hours, and in 30 days we're going to do a live for the patrons, and we're going to announce the 3 people in that forum of, you know, with that made it for the 30. We have to get the 30 within 3 days, and then we will announce in 30 days who the 3 winners are. One is they have to come through the event. That's a special one that will get something from both LiAhRa and myself, and then we'll mix it up. You guys know that it's probably gonna be a pile on of gifting out to a bunch of people.
But my
It'll be
phone's
a
turned
raffle.
back on so I can get in chat.
And
Everything's
then
updated.
it'll also be like, because we know the number of how you guys came in, and you guys won't, and we won't tell you. We may have you guys pick a number and then pull that person's name on how they showed up in the countdown, or something along those lines, because we know how many we started with, what number that you would be, or with her, and make it so fair and so like the universe is picking, by having everybody partake in it. I mean, we've got 30 days to come up with some pretty amazing things for people that are going to help branch out this endeavor. And also there is anybody that she was talking about, like a content creators, any content creators that are wanting to do this for themselves, contact through the email. I'll give you an invitation. LiAhRa can also give you an invitation. It gives you 30 days, and you can get certain things from Patreon without it affecting your sponsors or anything, just from the referrals. So it's just a safer way. And also it gives you the option to deposit straight into your account, not have to pay fees to get the money out of PayPal. PayPal charges the people money to put it in. Then it charges people money that get it. And then when they transfer it out to utilize it, they charge them again. So this way, most of the funds actually will stay to what the endeavors are that we are setting out in order to grow this community of leaders. I just want everybody to know who and what they are, the limitless potential, the gifts that are within each and every one of us. It's been a 17-year journey for me of, of this process, but I've seen this major wave since 2015, 2016. People are coming through very, very quickly, but it still can be confusing. And there are tools in our tool belts that we can help you guys with. And I'm willing to do that here on the air on YouTube, but sometimes we get a little bit with, a little bit of background noise. I think I tried to do the live call-in show, and it was like, what in the world is going on? I must have been doing something right because of, I got hit hard with that one. I was like, what in the world is that about? But, I could have set that down and said, no, I'm not going to do that again. But
Thank
I
you,
said,
Pink
no,
Coffee.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep this open and, get back on that horse again, and try again. Now I'm working on trying to get methods of it not costing people money out of the country to call in, because that's important to me too. I want people to be able to call in from outside of the country at no cost to you. I want it to be free for you to call in and talk and share your story and share with what you know, so other people can grab the tools and put them in their tool belt. And it's so important. And as we'll see, at least I've noticed through all these years, the labels seem to be the things that separate us. And we're all talking about the same things, but just with different labels. And it just kind of broadens your perspective and your heart cracks right open. And I just love everybody so much. And I have so much respect for everybody. I just, I couldn't imagine doing those kind of things. And I think that's where the shocker part. Thank goodness I wasn't on camera. You probably would have seen my face. I would have, oh, what? Wait, I think I was on camera.
Yeah, get
I
yourself
remember.
back on camera, Michelle.
No, I was on camera when that call-in show happened.
Oh, well, do it now again. We can't see you.
You miss me?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
I'm just gonna throw my friend under the bus here.
There. Hi.
Hi. So, Misty
Well, I just
World.
don't want to be in the way of your name. So
Misty World, I'm coming down next week and I'm going to be filming and taking her to do some grid work and doing what Alexander has told her to do, get out of the house. And I'm going to be taking photographs of all her lovely crystals, and I'm going to set up a Patreon account and pay for it if she doesn't do it herself. So you've been served.
Misty World. Is that what you in the chat?
She knows I love her. She's part of Team Like UK. She's been with me and the team and everybody for 10 years. So, yeah, she's one of my best friends.
Okay. I think you guys get the gist of what we're planning on doing and where we're going, and the grassroots movement that we're trying to accomplish here, and supporting each other, and with a little space of our own on Patreon. So let's talk about what this 8818 gate that you're talking about, because you really it was very important to LiAhRa to do it at midnight, 8818, for her walking into this new time. So can you share a little bit more about what that meant to you personally, so these guys can get a feel for that?
Sorry, I was reading the comments. Can you say that again? Sorry, I can't multitask tonight. I'm just so tired. Yeah, the 8-8 is because we're bridging up the gap between the gate to join the energies, because you're still on the 7-8 and I'm in the 8-8, and so it's like the energies coming in, and it's just like we're bridging the gap. A lot of you watching are probably in America, but me and Misty and a few others who were in the UK, and we're already in the next day. We're already in your future, or the dates, and the energies. So I wanted to bridge the gap. So some of the callers and watchers are going to be on the 7, and we're in the 8th, and we're bridging that energy. That's an opening of heart energies and connecting it up. That's, you know, my team just said, you know, open the gate.
It's an open gate. Okay. So dates and stuff do have some kind of a significance here in, I know that the planets, and, this has been known since the ancient times that the lunar cycles, the solar cycles, the star cycles and stuff, they affect us. And why they affect us and why it is important for us to understand them. It's even in the Bible, to discern the skies and to know what's going on. And so if it's that important that it's in the Bible, it's on hieroglyphs, it is important. And so these dates, these energies, and I've also had other guests come on and they're talking about, it was Lisa Harrison was talking about this seventh wave of energy that we're exiting out of the sixth wave and going into the seventh wave. Do you have anything to add to that kind of information, LiAhRa, or?
I don't follow other people's information, so
No,
I wouldn't know what Lisa said.
that's all I'm asking you is
The
just
waves,
that
the
part,
waves are
the
just
waves.
building. It's just like you can't stop the tide coming in, and you can't stop a super tide coming in. You know, so we're just getting a gradual build
I
up. It's just going to keep building up and building up and building up. So it's not going to stop.
Yeah, it's
There is
not, I
no
don't hardly
seventh
watch
wave
Lisa, but I
situation. It's
don't
just,
like to take words from somebody else's mouth and call them my own. She said it on here with the interview with me, so that's why I used that. She called it a seventh wave of energy, and that like the sixth wave, and we've been going through these different waves, which we could kind of feel the uptick. And so, she said it here on the interview. So it's not a matter of following her; it's a matter of what she said here to
yeah,
me,
no,
and me
it's just
asking your
no,
opinion
it's
on it.
just that I didn't know what she'd said about it to give an opinion on it.
Hmm.
I'd have to go and listen to
So
give an
you don't watch my
opinion.
channel?
I didn't know. I
I'm
didn't.
kidding,
I
LiAhRa.
I listen to what I'm guided to listen to. So it's and usually I listen not to get information, just to confirm that somebody else is getting that as well as me. Oh, I'm all
Yes,
tangled. I'm tangled in my crystal.
it is about confirmations. Things start happening within us, and then you go and you find things that are confirming. And I'm going to tell you that's why I'm so happy to see so many people stepping up and having their voices heard, because it was a lonely walk, and nobody was talking about what was going on. And to try and figure it out, I was like, whoa. And now people are actually, they're not afraid to talk about it. We're coming out, it's a big step coming forward and even talking about this stuff going on. And it brings comfort to people. You're not going crazy, you're not alone. We've been there, done that, or going through it ourselves. So yeah. Yeah, now I agree with you, the carp. And also, I did change on my homepage. You're not going to see my subscriptions anymore. I put those private. It was just too cluttery on my homepage, so you'll just see the groupings that I put on there, like the people that are interviewed and stuff. And it's just easier and more easier to look at. The suggested and the featured and all that is there without looking at all of the subscriptions. I like to subscribe to, uh, you know, everybody. And I don't want everybody subscribing to everybody, even if I don't have time to watch their videos. I at least like to subscribe to them because I know that it helps. Everything helps, and anything that, even the smallest things like a subscription to somebody's account, helps them, with moving forward. And that's what this is about. We don't want to be silenced because we don't have the money. And that way is the old paradigm. We're coming into a new paradigm where, it's going to be we the people, and we will handle this from within our own. We won't need some big boy trying to sponsor us and tell us what to say and do. We want to stay authentic as the information comes in. I want to flow it out. I don't want somebody hovering over me, telling me what I can and cannot say to you guys, because it's not meant to be that way. So yeah, are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just chilling, listening to you. It's
You were
great.
you were coughing. I got a
So,
little nervous.
yeah, I've got to talk about this as well. My throat chakra's. I asked because I've never had Ryan calls them ears. It's not a chakra really. It's more your throat here is the connection between listen so you can hear. So I asked upstairs today, activate my ears, turn them back on. So I'm coughing a lot, and my eyes as well. I've got good eyes in 3D and 5D I can see, but my eyes are going, I'm seeing differently as well. So yeah, my eyes are being activated and my throat's, so I'm a bit today.
Yeah, yeah. And I've heard that a lot of times if you have something to say, that you'll feel that, like your voice is being silenced.
Yeah,
Do you have your TV
nobody
on?
else. No. Oh, I've got it on. It's on pause. Sorry,
I
it's
was
just your
like
energy.
freaking out for a second looking at that screen. I'm like, somebody's looking in that window at
Oh,
you.
sorry. I was, before you called in, I was just watching an old video of Mr. De Ruins there. So I've left him on pause and he's just watching us.
Yes, he
He's not
is.
moving.
Okay,
He's
okay.
tuning in.
That's better when you moved your camera and I can see that it's not somebody lurking in your window at you.
Have a look around my room. It's I've tidied up a little bit, but no, my telly's huge. It's like a radiator, but I tune in to what the guys are doing in Sedona sometimes. So hopefully they might be going live tomorrow. I hope so. Have their coffee morning. We've missed our coffee morning on Sunday, but I know they're doing work.
Yeah, and there's been a lot, and I personally have been feeling a lot, and it's like you have to cycle it back out, and process it. So sometimes when you're processing it, you can't just go out in front of the camera and because you got to process some things out, and it's not just a matter of picking up things and throwing it down. It's picking it up and
Yeah,
then repurposing it and sending
but
it
it's
out. And
like
sometimes it takes a
both of
little
us.
while for your body to repurpose it. Go
I
ahead.
mean,
I'm sorry.
both of us tonight had to go outside and clear and ground and do meditation before we could even come on camera, because if we're
Mhm.
processing stuff for ourselves or other people or our family, and we give codes. I mean, you're looking at my mug, but I'm sending light codes. It's like I've paused Ryan from Team Light over there, but his codes, his higher self codes, are still coming in my room just by having the energy that's trapped in the crystal LED screen there. It's still his energy. You're getting my energy, and people watching are getting your energy. So if
Mm,
we've not cleared and we've gone live stream, we could be passing a virus around. It's an
right.
energetic virus. It's very important to clear before you do anything live stream. Very important.
Yes, and I did. I told you I needed some time to prepare, get all this, all of the make it but nice and pretty for you guys with the backgrounds and everything. And then I needed some time to clear. I actually ended up getting a headache, and I know that that is junk. And I just had to do a little meditation, a little prayer, and it cleared out before I would come on live, because I want to be authentic and unconditional love, because I want to lift everybody else up to the position of who and what you are. And, you know, I think I want to be the person that I wish I could have found to make the confirmations of what was going on within me, that, you know, and that's what, it's always been for me, is it something happens and then I find synchronicity, by why I love him so much, or confirmations, um, or affirmations from other people by things that they're saying or they're doing. I don't go watch somebody and then turn around and then have an experience. I have an experience, and then I will either study it, seek it out, or a synchronicity will pop into my spectrum to confirm it and bring
Mm-hmm.
comfort. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping is coming through by the diversity of people coming through over here to you guys, and that you're enjoying it. And
But the
anybody who
only
has
thing
just
I've got
popped
in my
over,
hand is my crystal, and that's it, because I record on my crystal. And then I'll dream of it later. So every conversation we're getting all the tune, I will put that under my pillow later, and I will go through it before I got to dream time, what's been recorded. So yeah, completely live, not rehearsed, looking a mess.
yeah, and the next time you'll see her and I live will be in the 30. It'll actually be 33 days, because we are giving the 3 days from today, the 72 hours, and then 30 days after that gets the 3 days to get the 30 people. And then, so in 33 days, we will be sending out a link, and then you'll get it through in a different way to go on over there, and you'll see us there live again to, to do the giveaways and stuff, and the gratitude and appreciations. And everybody's got to start somewhere. So
Sorry, does
grassroots is the
anybody
best way.
want? I've got one of my, it's not notes, they're just my drawings I've brought back from Dreamtime, which are my notes. Does anybody want to see my code? That is for tonight. I did it a few years ago, but it's for tonight, so you can screen grab it. Can you see that? If you all take a screenshot later,
I
that
missed
is
it.
what
I
I
was looking
downloaded.
someplace else. Sorry.
Right, well, can you still see it? I downloaded this from Dreamtime about a year, 2 years ago. I can't remember. Misty might be able to tell you, but it's Star language, and it's about what's going on right now. And it's codes, so it's all different Star language, and it's coded. So there you go. Have some codes. Your higher self knows what to do with them. So what else am I guided to give you? So I don't do writing, as you all know. I'm dyslexic, I'm rubbish at it. At writing, I just draw pictures to remind myself what we've been doing. Okay, what did I give you? This is one. Now this is a special drawing because I don't know if it'll work during the day, so I'll show you both sides. Can you see that? That is one side, and that's the other side. And when you hold it up to the sun, you see both together. But I don't know if it'll work with my candle. Hold on. That candle behind it. No, during the day when the sun's shining, you can see both sides come through onto one page, and that is coded as well. So there you go. There's some codes. There's the Galactic Center and different things on there, but I expect you'll all get your downloads from all this. So there you go. But it's two-sided, and it's supposed to be used at the same time. But it's saying if you hold it up to the light, you see both pictures on the same page. That's a dimensional jump where you can see two pictures at the same time, but you need the sun to shine on one side. Okay. I can't say too much on that.
Do you remember the card you pulled when we were talking about this the other day? Card number 63. You pulled it aside and said it was significant and that you wanted to read it when we did this. Do you still have that available before we sew this up?
I shall look to see where my cards are. They're around here somewhere. I'll go from
great. Because I had to do with this.
I will pull, maybe, if anybody, the first three to say card will get a card in the chat. Michelle, can you watch? Are you watching the chat? The first three to shout card in the chat with a heart and a rainbow will get a card.
I'll look for that while you read 63.
63.
Yeah, you said for me to write it down because it was important.
Thank you. You know I'm rubbish at remembering things when you're downloading a whole consciousness.
I just had 63. It just buffered out. So.
Yeah, you can talk while I'm looking for it.
Okay, we got Kate Wright, Jessica Thompson.
Okay, we got one more. Two.
You're just going to do those two?
Yeah, I'll just do two because they shouted up first.
Okey-doke.
What number was it again? Sorry, I'm looking. I'm just downloading.
Did it again.
I'm downloading 62. I'm downloading so much at the minute. It's
they're double downing on you. Thank you, Pink Coffee. I don't know if you ever got my email, but I did
62
email you.
Or 63? Sorry.
It was 63.
Yeah, I've got it. Sorry, it was saying it's not 62 because that's a 9. Okay, the master came to set an example, to rule supreme over his charges. You too are asked to set an example and rule supreme over your emotions and thinking. His example influenced all who came into contact with him. Your example will influence both your own soul and others you meet. Be sure that you set the example that is one that you'd be happy to follow, were it from another. Our love to you, the White Brotherhood. or sisterhood. Right, okay. Can you
Yes.
get them?
Can we go? Let's do three. Let's do one for pink coffee also,
Okay.
please. So we've got Kate Wright
If
first,
you can
Jessica
call it,
Thompson, and
right,
pink coffee.
tell them to shout, type stop. Can you see my card
Okay,
and my
let's start.
finger?
Let me start with Kate and type stop.
Yeah, type stop when you can see where you want me to stop the card. This is how I do it so it's not from me. I'll go back again until the card is picked. As she shouted stop.
There's a huge delay. Stop.
Okay, well you shout stop for her.
I did. Stop.
Okay, she's hold a question in your head and I'll put it up to the screen so you can screenshot it later and look at it. Okay. It's number 18, which is also a 9. Okay. The bells will sound when your children reach the wisdom of maturity, and they in their turn will be able to offer loving kindness to their needy fellows who are still in their childhood of their growth. God's love go with you. So it's about your children. You're worrying about your children, maybe they're coming with you. You've got children, I don't know, but that was the message. It's about children, and there you go, that's your card. Okay.
Okay. Next one would be Jessica Thompson. So make sure you're talking,
Okay, I
LiAhRa,
should.
so they can see you putting your fingers on the cards.
Well, I was trying to. Right, okay, I am going to do this quietly. I don't want to wake everybody up and get dogs barking. Okay, you just tell me, shout up somebody whose card this is and shout stop if you can see me moving my finger. I shall go round it again and again. Just think of what you want answered, and it's coming from your higher self, not mine. Okay, no stop coming up. Nobody's stopping. Michelle, shout stop.
Jessica has not typed. She typed in. There she got. Stop.
Okay, I
It's
got it.
Jessica Thompson.
Jessica Thompson, you've got number 12, which added up is a 3. This is really bizarre.
Loving the threes.
There's your card if you want to screenshot it for later. Can you see that? So you can screenshot that for later. Okay. It says, how wonderful is it to bring out from within that which can be salvation when one feels alone and isolated. No one soul is completely abandoned to their fate. God be with you. I like to use the word source or babe in there. I don't use the word God. It's too religious. Okay. Sorry, I've not put those other cards back in. Let's put those other cards back in. Right,
Okay.
who's
So
next?
now pink coffee. Remember, be thinking about your question as she's putting the her fingers over the card, and say stop when you're ready. And
Sorry, one just jumped out.
her name is Pink Coffee.
One card just jumped out as I was doing it,
Oh,
so I'll
that's
read that
hers.
for that's for everybody, I think.
Oh,
It
you
jumped
think?
out.
Okay.
Okay, so pink coffee, tell me when. Just type in when or just make a message in the group quickly as possible. Okay, can you see? Tune into your higher self and your own question in your heart. And I shall keep doing this till I get a stop. Is she going to go stop? Tell me when, Michelle. Anybody? Can you tell me when? Tell me when?
Stop.
Tell me when. Right. That way, I do it that way, everybody, because I don't want my higher self and my influence on it. It's got to be your influence on it and your higher team. It's not coming from me. It's coming from your team via me. You can do this yourself. Okay, you've got number 24, so I'll talk for a little minute so you can screenshot it when you go back to replay this. This is for pink coffee, that's your number. Okay, it's number 24, which is a 6. That's we're getting 6, 3s and 9s. Is Tesla on tune tonight? I don't know. Okay, please be aware that when you act in love, you receive that love for yourself also. You will feel that love around you We are with you at all times in your trials and in your strengths. God be with you. So it says when you're acting in love, just be sure to receive that love for yourself as well. Because when you don't give to receive, but when you do give, you get back. So it's just that some people try to use that rule, and they give to try to receive. But when you give out of openly without expecting anything back, you'll get it back threefold. And that's the 3 again. You get it back threefold. So there you go.
Nice. And to finish things off, you want to read the one that popped out of the deck?
Yes, can you see that, everybody? Can everybody see that? Okay. It's number 32, which is 5, and we started off with a 5.
Nice.
Fifth dimension. Let's see what is for everybody watching tonight. Okay. The glories of your existence are yet to be realized. In your darkest moments, your eyes close to that which would lift you out of the depths. Seek your courage in joys and beauties that surround you. No matter what state of distress or pain is at present in your being, the goodness of life does not disappear. It is constant. Lift your eyes and see that your burdens will be lightened and your heart will sing again, your friend. And there it is again. Sorry, I'm getting goosebumps with that one. That's lovely. So we started on a 5, and that's a 5 as well. Closing my box. I don't get them out very often. So. Is there any questions? Is anybody feeling anything?
Yeah, it's been well over an hour. I want to thank everybody for coming and spending this time with us. Like, share, subscribe,
Yep.
stick
I just
around.
want to show everybody my little personal touches you can do on your clothing. I've just got my pips like they have in Star Trek to show my rank. It's crystals.
Get ready to. Wait a minute. No. I'm ready to go. Here she is. Did you have anything final to say?
Are we nearly finished?
Yes.
Thank you. And I know it's been a bit of a plug night tonight, but that's the only way we can grow. We can't expect MSN or anybody else like that to do it for us. And it's word of mouth. And if you don't feel it or you don't resonate, don't do it. If you do, do. Yeah. So that's it. Love you. Just go with your heart.
Yes.
We're not going to be upset if you can't afford it. But me and Michelle have discussed if anybody really needs to have some help and they want, and the interviews and things I'm going to be doing on my Patreon for private, and you really can't afford it because of whatever, just email me or Michelle and we will send you the link so you can watch that if you're on hard times. I've been there, Michelle's been there, we know what that's like. Just speak up and message us, That's it. Love you all.
With everything, guys, use discernment. And remember, we're doing 3 days. We need to, each of us have to come up 30. And then in 33 days, we're going to come together and in the Patreon and then announce the prize winners and have a really good time. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank you guys for your support. And as you know, as the funds get better, the equipment will get better and the technical difficulties will become less and less. So, it's a part of a growing process, and we're working on it. I'm working on it. I think I'm doing pretty good for, what I've been cramming, plus still wanting to put out the fresh information as it comes in out to you guys. So, and I appreciate everybody so very much. And I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Everything comes in time.